Hey everyone, welcome back. If you haven't been here before, my name is Delilah from the Holistic Enchilada and I blog all about holistic living on a budget. Today, this is going to be a get ready with me video featuring one of my favorite makeup brands, Naturale. And I'm doing this video today because this week is the Thanksgiving Black Friday week where there's all these crazy sales. And Naturale is having a 20% off site-wide sale. So I wanted to showcase some of their products and why I love them so much. Naturale is an organic makeup company and they're one of the leaders in the movement for safer beauty. And they are trying to go to the government basically and pass some laws to have more transparency and have safer ingredients basically in the beauty industry. So I'm going to get started now. First, I'm going to just kind of get my hair out of the way. Okay, I always start off with some kind of a primer. I have dry skin, but I've been using this Blissoma Photonic, which is a sunscreen moisturizer, and it happens to work like a primer for me. I don't know that that would be the case for everyone. What I love about this is that it is tinted naturally with an herb. I forget the name of it, but it goes on completely sheer, even though it is a mineral sunscreen. It's also full of a lot of nourishing herbs. And their whole line is really very nice. Okay, so the first thing I start off with is the foundation. This is the cream foundation from Naturale in the shade Mallorca. This foundation I have been using for years, and I've tried other organic and natural brands, and I always just end up coming back to this one. It's just, I guess, a really nice formula for my skin. Never breaks me out. It never looks like I have a lot of product on my skin. And then I'm going to use a wet or damp beauty blender. It's not dirty, it's just stained. I wash it every time I use it. And I'm just going to stipple it around and kind of blend it in. And I like that this foundation is like a medium coverage. I don't like full coverage. So if you want light coverage, you can just put less of it on. But it doesn't feel like I have anything on, which is what I really like. I don't want to feel anything on my skin. My skin is very sensitive and it starts to get irritated, itchy, and starts breaking out. So this particular foundation doesn't bother my skin at all. Kind of just evens out the skin tone. Doesn't make it greasy or shiny, doesn't dry it out. It's just perfect. And this shade happens to be a perfect match for my skin year-round. But I do live in Miami, and I pretty much get sun the whole year, so I don't have to change. If I do get a tan and they get a little darker, then I just add more bronzer. Okay. Next up, I'm going to do my brows, and for this I use Plume. This is a different brand, and I've also used Eco Wax before. Plume comes with this little handy brush. I like Eco Wax, or Eco Brow, sorry, Eco Brow, not Eco Wax. But what I like about Plume better is the formula is a little bit creamier. It's kind of like a mousse. They call it a pomade. But I just like that it goes on a little bit lighter, blends a little bit easier, and it has ingredients to help your eyelashes or eyebrows grow in thicker. And I have already seen a difference after using it only for, I think it's been like 2 months. So yeah, this is definitely my favorite eyebrow filler. So I'm kind of just going to, I put a little bit underneath here because that's the part that's have a little bit of a gap, and then I just kind of fill in the rest. I don't put a lot on. I don't like a really dramatic brow, but you certainly could make it more dramatic than this. I mean, that's fine for me. And I really get such a tiny amount. I mean, I just dip it in here very lightly, barely get anything on there. I've gotten too much. Let's see. This brow is a little thinner than the other one. I don't know, it's not too much. Perfect. And I actually hate doing my brows. I only recently started doing my brows like in the last 2 years. Even though my eyebrows have always been thin. I don't know, I just, ever since I started doing it, I feel like it finishes the look. It just looks more polished, and although it takes a long time and I don't really, not such a fan, I do it anyway because I like the way it looks. Okay, I will say I'm not a makeup artist. I don't know about putting on makeup. I'm just doing things the way that I've seen other people do them. So, keep that in mind. Okay, next I'm going to put on some eyeshadow. This is an old shade from Naturale called Marigold, and it's like it's a brown with a little bit of shimmer, a little darker than my skin tone. I don't know if they make this shade anymore, but they have plenty to pick from. So this is the one I'm going to use today. And this brush is also from Naturale. So I kind of just dab it on and blend. Now I have hooded eyes, so I put some like out here. Otherwise you can't really see the makeup I have on. And I'm a very minimal makeup, natural look kind, so I usually only put one shade on my eyebrows. I don't really put a couple and blend them out every once in a while, but this is pretty much my everyday look. Some kind of a brown shade like this. Some blush, bronzer, lipstick, mascara. Good to go. So I'm just going to do the same thing on this eye. Yeah, and they don't have this packaging anymore. This is from about 2 years ago. So now they come in completely different packaging. I think they have a roller ball now. And they have cream eyeshadows, which are really nice as well. Okay, I think that's good. Alright. Okay, next I'm going to do my lashes. So this lash curler is from Plume Science as well. And I'm going to be honest, I've never used a lash curler before them because I was always very terrified of them. But they sent me this along with some other products and I decided to try it, and now I'm hooked. And from what I hear from other people, other bloggers, this is one of the best lash curlers out there. So you see the difference it made. My eyelashes are pretty straight. They're long, but they're pretty straight. So there you can see it gave it some nice curl. Do the other one now. And I didn't know at first you're supposed to like pump it. Yeah, I was totally clueless about lashes. Okay, I gotta go get my mascara. Hold on 1 second. Okay, my mascara, Naturale doesn't make one. This is Hint Beauty. This is one of my favorite green beauty mascaras. Usually around Black Friday, like right now. They'll be having a sale soon, and I buy like 4 of them at a time because that pretty much lasts me the whole year. And it's just my favorite mascara. I like a mascara that lengthens and volumizes, a lot of volume. Since my lashes are already pretty long. And this one's kind of old. It's already drying out. So it's not doing its best. But still got a little left in it. Okay, so that's one coat of that eye. I'm going to go ahead and do 2 coats in total. Okay, so I put 2 coats on each set of lashes so you can see what that looks like. You could definitely do more if you like a more dramatic look. This is good for me. So next up, I'm going to use the Naturale color corrector in the color Flax. And this is the shade that I use to help cover up any redness or purple. So I've got pretty severe under eye bags or circles, really. It's not puffy, it's just dark. So I like this in addition to a little bit of concealer works really well for me. And I always do this after my eye makeup because since some of it does fall underneath this, if I do it before, then I'll have some little black flecks or some of my eyeshadow on there. It's not ideal. So I'm using the Beauty Blender again to blend this in. I've tried using it with a brush and I just don't like the way it doesn't look as natural, I guess, blending it with a brush versus using the Beauty Blender. I just prefer the Beauty Blender, so that's how I do it. Then I use my bronzer. This is an old packaging from Naturale. They used to only have 1 shade of bronzer. Now they have 3, so I'm not sure what this one is. I don't know. You can kind of see the color here in the video. I haven't checked out their bronzers lately, so I don't know. That looks pretty even. And you just put a little bit on the sides of the nose. And I'll blend that down. So yeah, I don't know what shade this would be now if you go to the website and look. It's definitely a darker shade. Okay, again, I'm using the Beauty Blender. I just really like the way this blends everything out so nicely. And I always bring my bronzer up and around. And I'll put some down here as well. I just want to make sure that I have like that line. So I do a lot of dabbing it. And make sure that your Beauty Blender hasn't dried. I did go and wet it a little bit more when I paused to do my lashes. There's the way. Okay, so you can see how it pretty much just accentuates my cheekbones a little bit. After that, I do their highlighter, which again, I had gotten this and the bronzer at the same time. This is from like 2 years ago. I don't know what shade this is. It's a little bit golden. And I'm just going to put that right on the tops of my cheekbones here. And that's it. This I blend in with my fingers because the Beauty Blender kind of like takes too much off. And I like that this highlighter is not like a severe glow. I like a very subtle glow. It's not too harsh. It's not like the first thing you notice. Just like a little bit of glow. So that's good for me. Okay, so now we just have concealer, blush, and lipstick to go. So the concealer I use is also from Hint Beauty, like the mascara. I've had this pot for a whole year. I bought this last Black Friday. And I have barely used it. This really lasts a long time because I literally just tap in here. I get the tiniest little amount and that's all I need. If I have acne or something else to conceal, then I'll use a little bit more. But with this, you really want to use as little as you possibly can. Otherwise, it just doesn't look very good. And you just don't need a lot. It covers very well. See, you can see already. And this one, I just use my finger as well. Blend it out. Make sure that it's not getting in the crease there. Okay, and then because I tend to crease underneath my eyes, I use, this is the Naturale's finishing powder. Any finishing powder will work. This is the one I like to use. And then I have this brushes from Sephora. I think this is the foundation side, but I just dab it in here and just put some over. It just sets the concealer so that it doesn't crease and it lasts longer. Okay. So you can see it's not shiny anymore, like it was really shiny before. And my skin is not oily, so I don't put finishing powder anywhere else on my face, just under my eyes. Okay, last is blush. I have this sample that I really like from Naturale. It's called Pink Lady. It's a very natural, flush-looking pink on my skin. So I like to just dab a little bit of this right onto my cheeks. Not a lot. It just gives it a little bit of a pink blush. Since I have bronzer on, I don't like to put a really harsh blush. I think I put enough on that side. A little more. It's funny because in the lighting in the video, I look so much more flushed than I do in person. Can't even see. I don't know, I guess there's too much light coming in from the window. Alright, last up is lips. This is my favorite of theirs. This is their Sustain, which is kind of like a lip stain and lip gloss in one. This is the color On Point, which is probably their most popular color that they sell. Everybody loves this shade. And so the way to put this on so that it doesn't bleed and kind of look bad is you want to scrape off as much of the product as you can. And in this shade that's kind of light, this is like a nude, it's not so obvious. When you get a darker shade, you can really tell. And then you just put it on. Let me get my mirror. This looks pink in the video, but this is actually more like a mauve color. Now this isn't a stain that's going to last all day. Like I said, it's kind of like a lip stain and lip gloss in one. So it's much thinner than a lip gloss. It's creamy. It's not really like shiny and glossy. Goes on thinner. It sits on your lips thinner. It's almost like a lipstick. I don't know. It's weird to explain. So you feel it. It's like really creamy. Doesn't really dry up. It dries a little bit after putting it on, but it's not like a lip stain that dries on your lips. So this does come off. It's, you know, like a lipstick in that it does come off throughout the day and you would have to reapply. But for an organic, or really this is as organic as you can get for something like a lip stain. Because there are other lip stains in the green beauty world. They're just not completely clean and organic. And that's fine. If you're looking for something super clean, this is a great option. They come in a bunch of different shades. So this is the finished look. I'm going to post a picture in a little less harsh lighting so you can get a better idea. You can see like the bronzer and the blush and the lips and all that, but it's not really true to color from what I'm looking at right now. So I'm going to try to take a better picture and I'm going to put it at the end of this video and the beginning as well so you can see. I'm going to link all the products that I used below. Also keep in mind, if you're watching this during Black Friday week, today's Monday, they're having a sale for the rest of this week, and they're announcing even more sales on Friday through Cyber Monday. So keep that in mind. Stock up. They sell out quickly, from especially like their lip stains and stuff. They sell out very quickly. So I suggest you go check it out as soon as you can. You can also check my blog for lots more content. I'm just now starting my YouTube channel, so I don't have many videos, but I'm going to be posting more soon. So subscribe if you want to watch more videos on affordable makeup, skincare, household products, eating, all that kind of stuff. And hopefully I'll see you guys soon. Thanks.